What's going on, world? Thank you for tuning in to A Connection TV here on YouTube and aconnectiontv.com, the two places on the World Wide Web where we actually adopt similar connections and spot our differences. And welcome to another episode of Culture Clubb. I have decided to sit us at a table. I've been wanting to sit at a table for a long time, and as we progress through these episodes, the camera angles will change so that we're facing each other and we'll be having a very interesting conversation face to face. I kind of like the table dynamic. Shout out to round table talk or blue table talk, red table talk. I kind of like that dynamic, so I was like, let's try it out with the fellas. Let's see what we can do. So eventually that's what we'll be going to. Like we do on every Culture Club, I want to reintroduce ourselves from our right to our left. State your name and your Instagram handle.
Hi, I am Victor Alexander Henderson. My Instagram handle is the Victor Alexander 2.0.
How you doing? My name is Ben Robinson III. My Instagram handle is @BenTheOutspoken.
Hey, I am Wesley, and my Instagram is letter A Connection TV, all one word.
Hey guys, my name is Devin, and my Instagram handle is master_Devin, DEVON.
What's good, y'all? My name is Martel Star. My Instagram is @MartelStar, MartelStar.
Yes, come on with it. So if this is your first time tuning into Culture Clubb, club is spelled with two B's, and what that stands for is being bold and blunt. On the Culture Clubb, you have to speak your mind, be brutally honest about how you feel without disrespecting or offending anyone. Hopefully we do not offend you, okay? Before we started this particular episode, we got into the conversation about this recent birthday party that myself and Vic was holding at the house, and how things got a little freaky with some of the participants involved. And so we started to go specific about certain stories. I'm not going to divulge too much, but it was said that the person wasn't entertained that much anymore when he found out that the partner that he was intermingling with or entanglementing with had a small pecker. And so it was like a write-off for him. And so what I wanted to talk about, because I thought said person was a top, and so he was like, why do tops can't like cocks? And I'm like, well, let's talk about it on Culture Clubb. So the topic that we're going to discuss is why tops don't like cocks.
Cock is a horrible word.
That's a nasty name.
Do not use the word
like animal shit.
Like cock.
That shit like dick. Because I know as a top that I am.
As a what?
What's so funny? I'm the toppest of the tops. Yeah.
He's also a comedian.
That one. But I like my bottoms with meats. So I don't want no cock. I want a dick. I like to see it swing and bang and everything, and I don't like to see cocks. So I understand your pain. Oh, are we talking about Ben here?
Oh, yeah, we're talking about Ben.
Yeah, it's me. It's 100% me. Yeah, I don't understand. Like, I don't know if that's just a new thing with like younger cats, but y'all just be like, I'm a top, no dick. I'm a bottom, no ass. And it's like, it's a man. Like, I want the whole thing. We gonna have a good time, and I'm not gonna be like, nah, I want it all. Like, and I don't understand. And people actually get shamed for that shit, which is stupid. Like,
so people get shamed for what exactly?
People get shamed for liking dick if you were top, or liking ass if you were bottom.
Oh,
liking it as in liking it, or
liking it like as in it being a part of like your sexual makeup, like the stuff that you like to do sexually. So almost like bottom shaming. When they say if you were bottom, you're supposed to like, I don't know, like,
this is a fitness mold of who a bottom
you know what I'm
and
saying?
Not be outside of that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, when did we get to the part where it's like our gayness, our homosexuality has to be dictated by somebody else's rules? How come we just can't make those rules ourselves? I like it all. Like, I'll be cool to tell you I like it all. You don't think if that makes me less of a man, or I don't give a f. Like, this is what it is. Like, I don't understand why people just can't enjoy what they enjoy and keep it moving.
Right.
I believe that people can enjoy what they enjoy and keep it moving, but I was shocked.
I was very much second
to find out that the situation stopped because somebody had a little pecker, and I was like,
well, it was more than that.
Wait, you stopped the situation?
I really did.
Oh, you stopped because his dick was...
No, honestly, I stopped because it just wasn't good.
Well, okay.
What
wasn't good?
It was
The
at the
conversation wasn't
That's
good?
after the
What?
party.
I was like,
What about you missed the whole?
The whole kid and caboodle.
the transition to something else because I'm on the stage.
No being left.
So it wasn't just the pecker size. So for you, when you meet a guy, the guy has to have front and back, or if the size doesn't necessarily matter. It's
When I meet a guy that I'm like interested in, he gotta have this.
okay.
He gotta have this.
Okay.
If I'm just hooking up with you, this is supposed to be like a fantasy we f***ing. Of course I want you to have some of the things that I enjoy. And if I'm not just going to f*** you just to f***,
Right.
I'm way too old. I'm way past that stage.
53.
Oh, 59, bitch.
Yes, come on with it. Own it. Own your age. Own your age. No, he's not 59. I was being a jackass. I'm not
I wasn't feeling
He really 57.
Don't I know?
That's another topic. He looks this way. He looks good for his age. We gonna get on that.
Okay.
Okay,
But anyway.
I'm gonna do that anyway because that's what I'm gonna do.
But anyways, go ahead, continue.
No, I don't understand why it seems like we just can't just like what we like.
Yeah.
Just be what it is.
Yeah. Well, I think we can. I just think that people get into the business of others when they're not asked about it.
Come on.
And so for me, it's like, do what you do, like what you like, and don't put your energy on me just because I like what I
Something
like.
different.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't
so,
yuck my yum.
right.
Don't get
Don't get
So does dick size matter to you? Will the whole situation stop if brother man is like smidgen?
No. So let me be clear. I have a situation going on already, but both of them are very.
both of them. Oh, shit. I knew it. You're such a daddy.
It's Culture
But
Real.
gosh,
Bold and blunt.
but they work for me. But I also know too that
Like a rare wine?
no, like
What they have,
yeah, what they have,
what they're packing works for
yeah,
you.
like I don't, I feel like I've been with enough people where it's just like, we're gonna be done after this. Like you know who can stay and who can't.
Yeah.
But I'm never gonna be like, oh well, your dick's small, so you gotta go. Because I mean, that's not what you're here for anyhow. But I mean, I feel like I want to enjoy every aspect of you though. So I mean, give me something to work
I
with.
mean, it should hit like all around. Like the mental should be there. If the mental was there, if there's like some kind of like energy connection, no matter how big your dick is, you know what I'm saying? We gonna fuck
I'm still
regardless.
play with it.
But if it's just like I just
But what if you
met
gotta
you,
tickle?
right,
What if you
What if you gotta tickle it?
with a-
Tickle, tickle, tickle.
Jack it off with a
Tickle, tickle,
tweezer.
you mean like you got a clitoris?
Or like it's not extended past the scrotum.
nuts?
Yeah.
Oh well, it's a no ma'am for me.
Maybe
Personally,
fucking speed bag.
personally, it's a no ma'am. No ma'am.
It's like an Audi of a neighbor.
It's a definite no. Look at me. It's a no ma'am. No, you
yeah.
gotta. If you black, you know how you can't handle all of it.
Yeah, but
I didn't know
that's
they
what they're here
exist
for.
though.
They do.
Yes.
But I killed them all.
No.
No, they like.
They exist.
Yeah.
Find me.
I feel like I realized a lot about myself when I started.
Little dick lives matter.
So you. So you.
No,
So
it's black.
basically
Black
what's
thing,
happening is I am at the table with size queens. That's what I'm at the table.
No,
Vic has
I'm
not
a
said anything because he pleads the fifth. He's gonna be quiet and mute this whole Culture Club for some reason. But Ben says he likes big dicks and he will not lie. He likes the mental, and that's also what he likes. He's over here, and I know he likes big dicks and he will not lie. He's over here not really saying that he likes big dicks, but he's not saying that he likes little ones either. So it's kind of like in between. You
If
could
it's
be,
nice, I'll
you could
play
be a
with
good 5 or 6, and you could rock with
If
my
it's nice,
thing.
I'll play with it.
Cool.
If it's not,
5 or 6 on soft.
you need to use
Right.
it. Again, anybody about to fuck me, so.
Do you like big
We
dicks?
tops. I forgot we tops.
Does the size matter to you, Vic?
Weird times.
There's a certain point that is just not gonna work. Anyway, well you already know. Wes already knows I'm a head dude. So if I can't choke on it, ain't no point. But at the same time, it doesn't necessarily have to be throat destroying. So
if I was 1 inch, would you still stay with me?
He better
we
not.
wouldn't. We probably would not have progressed this far.
Yes.
Right.
We count the inches by years.
already.
By years.
You are so stupid.
I never
We didn't have a big one. So
You never
12 years.
I don't think you 12 years.
You know, it's like
No.
the inches count. Like
No.
for each
Oh,
year.
okay.
Yo,
A hot mess. Anyways, get into Culture Club. Make sure that you follow all of us on our social media. I do want to get into one thing before we move on to the regular topics. Age ain't nothing but a number. But what is this you look good for your age thing? Why does that play an effect on y'all? So let's get the ages out of the way. Okay? I'm 39. How old are you, sir?
I am at the end of my 20s.
Come on.
He's 30.
you 30?
42.
Okay. How old are you?
I'm 42.
34.
Okay, and how
Hey
old?
man, 27.
He's in his 30s. So,
35.
so, my question to you is, what is this? You look good for your age. Why do we say that?
Well, when you said he was 53, but definitely for 53, he looks
I mean, if
amazing.
I was 53, I wouldn't agree. Shit.
But
No, but there are some beautiful 53-year-olds.
Yeah, but I'm saying like again like so for like super long time like I think I just started growing facial hair like 2 or 3 years ago. Like I'm just getting to a point where it's like, oh, you're an adult, because literally like the first portion of my 20s, like I literally got like, oh, like you're 18, 19, and it's like, oh no, I'm grown. Like I have a job and career things. So, but yeah, I think it is that black don't crack. So when I see people and it's like, oh, I'm 42, and it's like, sis, I thought you were in your 20s with me, and it's like, oh my god,
Right.
Like I just think that's astounding, because I typically only said it to people of color because
And then sometimes I see people in their 20s and they look like a hard 47.
it's these
So,
young kids
yeah, they
nowadays.
stress out so much.
I dated a young man who was 21 years old. And I didn't know he was 21 until we were like probably a month and a half in. So I just
How
knew
old do you think he was?
I think he was like 24, 25.
Oh, okay.
Like, I think he was a little bit young. No, but there was a significant difference. 25.
Because
versus
some of those that
21.
be like young, but they look old as
Like
stress.
you lived a life.
Yes, already came out the
You look
coochie.
life.
You know, you lived a life.
You lived a
Some
life.
babies do look old.
Some babies do look old.
Yeah,
They just come out just old, like Cicely Tyson. You ain't never seen no baby picture of Cicely Tyson.
you will not.
You would never.
You will not.
But Cicely Tyson is old as hell.
Cicely Tyson.
But she looks good for her age.
She's the same. She's been 98 since she.
I would say Cicely Tyson looks good, period.
Thank
She
you.
does.
Would you fuck
But
her?
Not
she-
for her age.
No.
Wait.
No.
I
I'm
think
not fucking no female.
All right.
Oh right, that too.
I hope nobody's fucking Cicely Tyson.
She probably.
Well, no,
Not nobody at this table.
Oh, okay. I was like, no, I
Vagabonds.
got her get her back broke out, but not for me.
So, how in the world did we get on having sex with Cicely Tyson?
Is this my fault?
No, he brought it up.
Yeah.
That nasty bastard.
And that's what happens at Culture Club.
And this just
So, Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion came out with #1 hot 100 banger to the stats. I don't consider it a banger, but they came out with this song called "WAP." Does anyone at this table have a wet ass?
What ass?
ass pussy.
A WAP? Does anyone at this
No.
table have a WAP?
I got
Hell no.
a WAB.
That's called mud butt.
Ugh.
Yeah, we not supposed to have wet ass pussy.
So you don't call it pussy?
You don't cream?
No, I think that's gross.
That shit is disgusting.
Cream is not natural.
I was fucking this
said-
dude one time and he's like, yeah, fuck this pussy. I was like,
All right, thank you.
They have to say pussy.
I don't want to
like
hear
that
pussy.
either.
It's ass.
This
It's your ass.
This is butt.
There's no pussy.
But when they say butt, ooh,
I say butt, and I'm quick butt a whole.
it's so
My-
masculine. But oh, I fuck that butt because it sounds like it got like a gym smell to it. Like work. It's not clean. The butt ain't.
It's not clean.
No, I like gym butt. I love gym butt. Oh, go to the gym, just go, but come back.
And don't wash.
I love
And
it.
don't wash, like.
Don't watch. Don't
So-
move, but don't watch.
So Martell, are you a fan of the new song WAP?
Actually, I really love the song. It took a second for me to get into.
Okay.
When the very first time I listened to it, and I was just like, this feels weird. But in connection with the video, like immediately, like the video pulls it all together. And at that point, like I binge listened to the song like 47 times, like the night when it came out.
Okay. What about you? We know that you're a huge Cardi B fan.
Are you?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I love her.
I had no idea.
I like the song Rain with Kalani. Yes, Bop. But no, I like WAP as a song, but when I saw the video, it was like, okay, because I was like, ain't it Cardi's song, but why is Megan eating her ass in this video? And then when I saw Kylie Jenner, I was like, oh my god. It's for
Megan's
the
always gonna eat.
She is,
no shade.
yeah. But like, at first I didn't think it was a good song for Cardi's debut for her second era. But then it did grow on me. Also, I think yesterday they did something on Twitter where they did like they gave $1 million away to all the girls that were. And my stepsister, she had me retweet her stuff because she's trying to start a nail.
Did she get some money?
She got $500. They just sent it to her like 2 hours ago. I was like, man, I got a WAP.
You're so stupid.
But no, so they're doing good with that. They're doing good. Like
They're doing really good.
Yeah. And it's the biggest streaming song of the year or ever.
I can
Like
imagine.
the biggest like R&B, like or the biggest rap
R&B.
female collaboration.
Yeah, some 100 million streams or some
Yeah,
stat.
it's like the biggest one ever
in
It's
history
crazy.
and the first. Yeah, some.
How do you
They
feel?
broke records. So congratulations to Cardi
That's what
B
Megan
and
do.
Megan Thee
Megan
Stallion.
records.
How do you feel about WAP?
You know what? I was in the woods doing a photo shoot, and the song came on Pandora, and it was popping. It was like
You was bopping that pussy.
No, I was twerking my ass.
Do you call it? So you don't call it a pussy?
Ass, period.
Thank you. Don't call it pussy. It ain't pussy.
It can be. I was just that one with
But
Do babies come out of it? Like, what the fuck?
but for correct, it can depend on. I done seen some shit on Twitter.
Oh, I gotta show you that video where they bust his ass wide open and that little thing was hanging out.
Don't show me that that's a fat rabbit.
I was
Yeah.
watching the video.
Fat
Let's
rabbit.
not talk about
I don't know
on
about
Culture
Fat
Club
Rabbit.
though.
Oh, okay. I'll show you after this.
Wait, there's a name for that?
No.
It was like doing all that with them, like going all the way to there, and they pulled it out.
And that's
Like,
just
Okay.
I saw it right in front of me. I think I
All
done
right,
it.
well,
He's not gonna edit this. Let's
Let's
move
stay on topic. Yeah, I'm editing the hell out of this. The hell out of this video.
I don't know where that came from.
Let's stay on topic. How do you feel about WAP?
I think that it's just Cardi and Megan being Cardi and Megan. Like, as far as like the song itself go, like the beat is not really the best beat. You know what I'm saying? But I think that most artists are just like in quarantine. They trying to still be artistic, and they'll always get people talking because all they talk about is like sex and they pussies and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing new. We've seen this before. We've been seeing this since Millie Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's been around for, see.
He young.
Even though.
His age.
Like,
I told you
it's
I'm
nothing
in my late
new.
20s.
It's nothing new. It didn't offend me. I didn't think it was vulgar. I just, it's Cardi and Megan. You get what you get with Cardi and Megan. So I wasn't shocked.
I thought the song was trash. I just liked the music video, and I'm happy and I'm congratulatory of them for breaking records and breaking history. So, congrats. But I'm not shaking my WAP. I don't have a WAP, but I'm not. The song doesn't do anything for
That
me.
what Victor said.
It can't be like a wet ass penis.
I don't know, but Safari did.
Wet penis
wet
is
penis
not
is not
sexy.
something-
Safari
It's
did
not-
put out a
yeah.
Like,
song
somebody
called
take their
B.I.G.
dick out, the shit already wet. It's like, nah, this is over.
This should be medium.
Why is it?
He put out Safari put out a song called Bag, Big Ass,
No, I thought it
Big
was-
Ass Dick.
Somebody
Safari,
did that.
Safari.
And it
yeah.
sounded really good.
It was cool.
Did
I
it?
like Safari.
Yeah.
Did he show his dick?
No, but you go to his
But he has an
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
No, I know. So he should put it on his OnlyFans.
I already got a picture of it. I'll show you.
They say it's medium.
Medium. That's his dick.
That's medium size.
It's medium size.
Damn.
I've seen.
All right, well, on to lighter topics. How do you guys feel about Biden and Kamala Harris?
Y'all go out and vote on what day is voting day?
November.
Y'all go out and vote on November voting day.
November voting day.
What day is it?
It's the first Tuesday in November.
Well,
Yes,
y'all all voted the primaries?
Yes,
Yes, I did vote the
Uh-huh.
primaries.
Okay.
I didn't.
I didn't know who I was voting for, but I did vote for the. You got on me about that, Marcel, because I posted on Twitter. I was like, I voted for everybody who I thought name sounded black, but I did initially vote for Biden, Sahara, and everybody else down the list.
Who is Sahara?
I don't know, well, you know the locals and
She's
everything.
like a porn star.
But
Sahara.
she sounded black.
Sahara Bottoms.
I could. It was
She
either
sounds
her
like she's
name-
of color.
By any chance, did you guys see the commercial that Trump has against the Biden and Kamala Harris?
Is it
campaign?
racist?
I'm sure.
Of course
it is.
Well, I was watching a little
Racist
bit
and
of it.
sexist, I'm
It's
sure.
promoted heavily on YouTube, and YouTube is making a lot of money because I'm sure they charged an arm and a leg for them to be able to do that. But when you sign on to YouTube, it just shows automatically, and it's like Kamala Harris in front of like this burning house, and it says Kamala Harris is a fraud or something like that. It's like
A burning house.
It's real horrific.
Kamala is an arsonist.
And I didn't watch the full thing, but I'm curious to know what you guys really think about these candidates. Are you pro Trump administration or pro Biden administration?
I'm anti-Trump, so anybody's better than Trump
They,
at this
they
point.
could really just be like, we got Elmo running. It's like,
Yeah.
come on, Elmo, we got you. Like,
Now this whole Kanye thing, like, I'm glad he's sitting back on this because he was really. I'm glad he noticing that he was going to be a big issue because people really root for him. They wanted to vote for him. A$AP Rocky, they wanted to vote for him.
but people were tweeting that, and I think like that's so dangerous. Like I feel like he very much is. I don't know if he's part of the Trump campaign or whatever, but I feel like that was definitely a
Pro-Trump.
Like that was set out to distract black people.
Yes.
Because N-words will purposely like, oh, let me go vote for Kanye because it's Kanye.
Kanye,
Just like was it last time they voted for Harambe, when there were like 16,000 votes for Harambe. Y'all remember that?
No, who's that?
The gorilla that killed the little boy.
Gorilla.
Like he had 16,000
Are you
votes.
serious?
Yes.
Like
He
it
would have
made
been
more.
so much better than Trump.
But like
No, he did.
I wish
he still would have been better than Trump.
right in his
But,
afterlife.
yeah, but all in all, I'm super for like Trump and Kamala. Like I just watched
Come on, Trump and Kamala.
What's her name?
No,
This
for
straight.
Kamala. It's
It's
Kamala.
I can
Kamala.
make her name right.
It's Kamala.
No, so I watched. I finished watching Scandal yesterday, which is so
finish it?
I just finished it. This
Was Kamala
You made it through.
But yeah, I made through. I finally watched all of Scandal. But then I watched Kamala's speech, and I was just like, how much of this has been like put together by like there's a woman in the back who's like done all this
All
to
of
get this
it.
person to this very
All of
place. But
Do you think that are we thinking, or are you guys thinking that none of the politicians are able to write their speeches? Do you think that Michelle Obama wrote her DNC speech?
oh, I absolutely believe that Michelle Millen Obama wrote every word of that. Like when she's about the way she speaks, it just feels very like. It
Genuine.
feels just genuine and
Yeah,
heartfelt.
it's her, yeah.
Like she like, and I mean I could be completely wrong. There could be a little girl in the background like, here Michelle, you got it. But like when she speaks, it's done so eloquently and so
her.
it feels so like it almost as if she didn't even write it. Like I was just talking from my heart.
Yeah.
We just came out and just said what we said. Like so, but I think that matters too. Like you have to be able to take what's given to you if that's the case and just make it yours.
Yeah.
Like that's one thing she's her and Brock. They're both great when they speak. Like it's
something nice to listen to. I felt the same for Pete Buttigieg as well. Like every time he spoke, I felt like I was able to connect with him. Are we thinking that Joe Biden and Kamala can really make a difference compared to what is going on right now?
So let me chime in real quick. So I think where a lot of us really get kind of like confused is that we really think that these people really actually care about us, but really and truthfully, they're just trying to chip away at their bucket list. Everybody wants to make it to the presidency. They try and line themselves up from the time that they turn 17. They're like, I want to be the president, so they make sure they don't do anything wrong, so that they can like achieve that goal. So. They're worried about themselves. Personally, my personal opinion, they're worried about themselves more than they're worried about anybody else. Mm-hmm. So whether it's Trump, Biden, whoever, they're all going to get richer by going and becoming president. So yeah, we all want to fight and bicker over these individuals, but they all go and hang out at the country club together that's private and kiki and laugh. And the only one who isn't hanging out with all the other presidents is Trump at this present moment because they all don't like him because he doesn't fit into their little mold. Mm-hmm. But in regards to like Biden, do I think that he will show a better face than Trump? He'll show a better. He'll give us that presidential look for sure. Is it awesome that we're going to have a minority vice president woman? yeah, that's going to be an awesome look. But do I think that any of them care about us? No.
Okay.
I just, Biden's very old. So we have to look
70
at
something or
yeah, he's like
70.
120. And
Kamala's with your president.
yeah, I know. That's what I'm like. I'm looking at her as she might really be the president, especially if they go into the second term, because they're gonna win. They have to win. If they don't win, we're fucked.
They don't have to win because if anything from the last election, we can see that anything happened.
Anything and everything
That was because
has happened in Georgia because even Kemp, the way that he got in office was through not the best practices in cheating and basically taking it away from
Sharon Stone. Not Sharon Stone.
no.
Not Sharon Stone.
Stacey Abrams. Wait a minute.
The Basic Instinct bitch.
I don't know why I think of Sharon Stone.
Lord Jesus. Anyway, I think regardless, it's very important to vote because I think and I believe that what Vic is saying is true to a certain extent, but it does matter who we have in office because you can see the things that have happened with the LGBTQ rights. You see the things that have happened with women rights. You see all of these things with trans rights in the military. It's a lot of things have changed since this man has been in office, and I feel like we do need people in office that at least care about the little people. And so I think it is very important to vote.
We also need to switch the Senate around.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's why you needed to vote. You did vote.
I voted for all the black people.
Okay.
That you
thought were black. Yeah.
Alicia could be on the.
I was at the poll, like we were on my phone, like looking at, like.
I know.
Yeah,
I
so
saw my
was I.
son got
I
my ass
agree.
about it. I was like, oh my god, next time I'm gonna just from you saying that admit the lie.
You have to research these people because there's nothing out there that really tells you who every person is, and so you really have to do the grind work and the research to really understand what these people stand for. So
True.
definitely go vote. I don't think anybody at this table is saying not to vote, but definitely go vote and make sure your vote is counted. What Michelle Obama said with there being a difference between two votes, I mean, that goes to show you that your vote does matter. So go vote. I want to talk about Gstatus ATL, and I want to talk about it not because it's important for us to talk about, but because I'm seeing it a lot on social media. And
what they do.
I want to have a conversation about one particular instance that occurred in the latest episode. And the instance is there is a trans woman on the show by the name of Delicious. She is Mexican. And she is very outspoken, very, that personality on the show. If I'm getting anything wrong, it's because I don't really frequent the show. So it is what it is. But it was an issue between Delicious and another castmate. They were going back and forth about something that was said. It was some confusion or whatever regarding Brandon Carson. Apparently, two castmates had said something about where he worked, that he worked at
California Pizza Kitchen.
Right. And honestly, I don't see the problem. I don't see the problem with that because if that's where you work, then that's where you work.
Here's the job.
But long story short, it became this situation between a battle between Delicious and
Charlie.
Charlie
Exile.
Okay, so them two were arguing, and then Charlie said something like "chop your penis off," and then Delicious was like, "Oh, you mad because I effed you and you paid for it?"
I saw
And so
that's the one clip I saw.
and so they were going back and forth, and now it's this conversation with did the trans woman Delicious really have sex with Charlie Exile, and did Charlie really pay for it? Like that's like the burning question.
Where are the
now.
receipts at?
There aren't any receipts.
Well,
Hold on, I'm gonna let you fill in the gap. I'm gonna let you fill because I know you watch it, but I'm gonna let you fill in the gap. And so we get to, I think this is episode 4 or 5. Okay, whatever.
3.
And so we get to this point now, and
we're at
so
5 now. Well,
it's like part 2.
Part 2, but this is episode 4, part 2, so it's episode 5.
Okay.
Sorry.
So we get to this point now where Delicious is arguing with one of Charlie's friends, and they still asking Delicious, is it true that you slept with Charlie? Is it true? Where are the receipts? Where are the receipts? And I'm like, at the end of the day, the girl said she slept with him, and if she's not going to prove it, then she's not going to prove it, but let her stand in her truth, I guess. I don't know. Hakeem is like, Hakeem. He's 40. He's gonna correct me because I don't watch the shit. He's like 40 some odd years old, right, on this show with these 20-year-olds.
He's too old to be on that show. I don't know the man personally, but I know he's too old to be with them.
And so something happens where Delicious is saying the N-word and saying some derogatory terms. And so Akeem finds it to be very, very offensive. And from the clip that I saw, a fight ensues between Akeem, who's like 40-something years old, black man, and Delicious, who I don't know her age, but she's a Mexican trans. And they're like going at it because Delicious was saying the N-word too much to Akeem's liking.
Yes.
So the question that I have for the panel, I have two questions, matter of fact. Do you have the right to fight someone because of their usage of the N-word? That's one question. And the second question is it okay for a man to fight a trans woman? We're going to start with Martell.
Let's start with the fighting first. For me, I will fight anybody, girls, kids, old people in wheelchairs. Don't disrespect me. I don't care who you are. Don't put your hands on me. I don't know, I guess, how that fight began.
Well, when the clip started, you see Akeem grabbing Delicious's shoes. And then Delicious is like, in my mind, like, what the, you know it? No, you're not grabbing my shoes. And then they start scrapping.
Okay.
So that's kind of like how
it seems as though he was the aggressor.
He was the aggressor, physically, because she wasn't touching him. And when the clip came on, he's like this, and then she's like, get off of me. And then the fight broke out.
Okay. Well, two, can't nobody say the N-word if you're not an N-word. Let's if you are not black, you can't say the N-word.
Let him finish.
If you don't, to me, if you speaking to me, around me, in my vicinity, and you're not black, I'll probably, hey, baby, I'll ask you real quick, what's your nationality? Let's talk. Let me investigate real quick. You might just be real light skinned. Let me just ask real quick. Like, oh, you're not? Oh, okay. Like, I don't give passes. Like, you don't.
Yeah.
Again, because I'm not. And again, it's one thing. I can put you at home by yourself with your friends in your own little corner. Cool. But you have to be mindful of other people around. So, like, again, I know I don't believe all of you feel real like comfortable about the N-word. So I'm not gonna be like, oh, Wes is my N-word about to skip. Because I don't, from my understanding, I don't believe you particularly care for that. Mm-hmm. And two, like, yeah, I just feel like there's a respect level. So yeah, baby, you don't know me. Be careful with your words around me because I don't play those crackhead games. I'm gonna fight you over it. But you being a trans woman isn't excuse enough to not get involved. It should come to it. Like, were she the aggressor? Or she would put her hands on me? I would have dog walked that woman and any other woman, cis or trans. Just like you could be somebody's grandpa, baby. I'll whip your ass with your own cane. Like don't disrespect me. Don't put your hands on me. I don't care who you are.
Right.
All right.
Don't say the N-word though if you ain't an N-word.
Same question.
All right. If you, Lord, this is fucked up. What are the questions? The N-word. The whole thing with the N-word, like, I don't want nobody that is not black using it. And I know that sounds real fucked up because we're not supposed to use it in general. But let's just be honest. The only people that can use the N-word are black people. That's it. I look sideways at black people that have white friends that are like, oh yeah, he can use it, he got a pass. No, he does not have a pass. He's a white person, he's a Mexican, he's a Puerto Rican, fuck all that. I don't want Puerto Ricans using it either, for real. Mm-hmm. And they use that shit heavy, because we give them a pass. I don't think anybody should use it except black people. And honestly, we shouldn't be using it, but we use it. So let's just keep it all in the family, let's use it for us, let's just find our way with that, whatever. What was it? The fighting?
Should a man be fighting a trans woman?
I think the problem with that question is the fact that you throw trans in there because if she's a woman, don't put your hands on a woman. Don't put your hands on a woman. Look, that's your shit. That's your shit. And that's a whole different mindset. If you gotta knock a bitch out, you know what? I will pull you to the side. I'll make sure anybody's trying to fuck you up because that's the easiest way to get your ass whooped. As soon as you put your hands on a woman, it's gonna be some ignorant ass nigga that's like, why you hit my I guarantee you, let me put you up on some game. Behind every ignorant ass woman is an ignorant ass nigga just ready to fuck you up for no reason because she doing some stupid shit. Don't put your hands on a woman. That's my shit. I would never put my hands on a woman if she like yelling, she doing all this shit. I'm gonna walk away because as a man, I'm not fighting you. I'm fighting your dad. I'm fighting your brother. I'm fighting your best friend. Some stupid ass dude that's gonna come out of nowhere, probably with a gun to do some stupid shit because of you. I don't do that. I walk away.
All right. Nick.
So I don't fight, I sue and press charges. So that's just period, point blank. So I'm gonna take every last little bit of whatever it is that you might have in your apartment. But in regards to like, I'm just keeping it 100. Like I got jumped in high school and their whole family got kicked out of the district. I don't play anything. You're not going to touch me. You can tell you get one lick and then I'm gonna go I don't know if it is or I'm just like, hey, yeah, go get them. I'm gonna sit back. That's just me. But if it's in a situation where I can't really necessarily, I gotta defend myself. If you touch me, then I will handle my business. Once you touch me, now it's self-defense, and I will absolutely defend myself across the board, and I'll defend myself well. Gratefully, ever since that one little situation happened, I haven't had to do anything like that. But in regards to the N-word, I find the N-word to be one of those things that if you're using it, you're not really using you're not using your vocabulary, and hopefully you have vocabulary, but you're not using my nigga. Like, come on, you know what I'm saying? Do you know the person's name? Do you there's brother, there's king, there's this, there's that. There's all these different words that you can be using, but you're choosing to use nigga. Well, I'm sorry, you just kind of sound a little low budget, in my personal opinion. And so honestly, I can't really even get too upset with you if that's the word that you're deciding that you're going to use because. Like that's it. That's my personal opinion.
All right. Well, let's get into the fan club of Gstatus ATL.
First of all, shout out to my friends Dre Simber for Akeem and my brother, our guy. We've known each other for a very long time. So it's great to see everybody's lives playing out.
So you like what Akeem did on the show?
Okay, so I know the background of it because I know Ford and Dre Simber, and so I get a background of the episode before it comes out. So apparently, when she had the shoe, she was trying to hit Akeem with it, and he blocked it, which started the fight. It wasn't the N word. So when he did the confessional months later, apparently production told him to include that in his confessional, which is why they made it seem like it's the N word, blah blah blah. However, let me get into Delicious Ass. Because at first I was here for her when it first started. I'm still here for Delicious because we got to remember this was filmed a year and a half ago to a year. You can tell by the eyebrows.
Damn.
So
that's a long ass time.
It was a long time. It takes a long time, So, but yeah, it was filmed like last February. That's when it wrapped up. But anyway, so. So I don't know if you guys watch it, but yeah, Delicious did say when Charlie told her to chop off her dick, he immediately regretted what he said on camera. You can see him; he's like, "Oh my God, I can't believe I said that." She kept going and saying he's a faggot. She's a rapper, so she started saying nigger. She got nigger in her song, so she was rapping her song, niggas. So that's funny, exactly. But so like that episode ended, and everybody's like, did she say nigga? And everybody's like, we're gonna let her slide because it was in her song. So the next episode, she said she's gonna get her people to lynch Charlie. So that's what we're missing here. She said lynch.
She's a racist.
So so this has been a big thing the past 2 or 3 weeks. She's been doing an apology tour. And because she said lynch, she's saying that she didn't know what lynch meant. Now,
but she knew the saying.
In my head, it's like you use it in the right context.
You can't
deny that. So like she's on this apology tour where she's trying to cover that up and cover her ass and everything.
And you know what? And that ties right back into the whole thing with people that's not black not being able to use that word, because if you don't understand the pain attached to that fucking word, you can use that word so callously, like say lynch a nigga, and you don't even care about it. You shouldn't be using the shit.
I'm sorry, I'm asking a question. Would you guys rather be called a nigger or a faggot?
I don't want to be called.
It depends on who it comes from. A straight person cannot come in faggot. A white person cannot come in.
Negative context where they're trying to inflict pain on you. A nigger or faggot.
Like a white person call me a nigger and a black person call me a faggot.
Because it depends.
Somebody getting their ass whooped. I don't be called.
Somebody getting their ass whooped.
I don't be called either.
So I think both words hold weight, but I think for me the F word holds a little bit more weight. because being that I am gay, I get double punishment being existed in this world. It's straight black men have it easier, and it is what it is. They gay black men, so it's like on top of that, I have to worry about the F word and the N word and then everything else. So for me, when I hear the F word, that like really F's with me a little bit more.
Yeah.
It was one time my mom had said the F word, and not directed towards me, but she had used it in a conversation, and it just really pissed me off. Like, royally pissed me off to where I didn't speak to her for like a long time. And she had to apologize like 17 times because she didn't think that it was going to affect me that way, but it really, really did. Somebody says the N word, I'm like he said, y'all just have no other sense of like brain cells in your head.
But they don't have
but it's nice to find out that other information. But I mean,
no, it's in her music.
I vibe with what Martell was saying. I feel like if you put your hands on anyone, you're liable to get slapped back.
I mean, you said that before though. You'll be the bitch ass.
Yeah. So it's like the women was out there with their bras saying equal rights. Well, you can equally get your ass whooped. I feel that too. But at the same time, I don't think I will ever be in a position where a woman would even think that they could even do that to me. So it's like, I don't know. Honestly, you kind of worry me sometimes because you be acting like you want to be on Gstatus, and I'm just like,
I would never do Gstatus. I just know a lot of people on it.
I don't even do Gstatus. I thought we talked.
Oh, you want to be on that?
Well, because I mean, no shit. Like it's a good platform for exposure. Like there's things of that sort. I auditioned for it. If I would have got on, but I also know too. I think those type of shows, like they want to be like those housewives type of shows, like they thrive on that type of drama. And I know that was a big thing for me. Like I want to use this to expose my platform. I'm a music artist. I'm an actor. Like I want to focus on that. And I don't want like me to be on the show like, oh well, you gotta fight at least 4 people, to make it.
And that's the thing. The thing is like they put you on these shows and you go and you make your own scenes. Just like the producer, I want to film this scene, bring the cameras over here. That don't mean they're gonna show that. And they showing the best of light because December told me personally he quit. So that's why he don't have any confessionals. I don't know if y'all know who that is, but he quit. So he don't have any confessionals. So every time he's on camera, they're trying to like depict him as he's a minute person or he doesn't matter. But he's really in all the scenes. But they're trying to cut him out as much as possible. This is what they're doing with Delicious. Have you seen the last episode where they said they're gonna reduce her scenes and everything because of? I was like, no, keep her on there. I'm more like keep her on there. Like we're teaching lessons, we're talking about this shit. Like let's just keep her on there. She said nigger lane. She did all this stuff. It's too late. She already said it. Like just keep her on the shows. And why are you taking her off the show?
It's very interesting because I see her like posted up with a lot of black people.
Yeah.
And so it's like clearly I would assume that these black people know her and know what she said and all that.
They don't care this one clout.
I was gonna say it's like we give our power away to so many people because they pop it at the moment and because they fit the inclusion.
Yeah.
It's like they know how to talk like us, they know how to like rock like us. We give away our passes to too many people that don't deserve it.
Yeah.
And the minute you use the word lynch, I'm done with you. Fuck that shit.
So I have to admit, when I heard, and I don't know if you're ever gonna see this, Delicious. Where's her rep?
Delicious Miss something, some of the end.
I don't know if you're ever going to see this, but I will say that when I heard the word lynch come out of your mouth, it was a bad taste. I was like, what's happening here? And then when I put the connection of the N-word, all of that together, I was like, okay, either this is complete ignorance, or this is something where you know that you're going to get under people's skin and you're just doing it to be vindictive and mean, or you're really a racist.
Yeah.
It's one of the three.
Or all three.
I don't think she's a racist because she has a lot of black.
That's what I'm saying. There's so many black people around.
White people have black friends.
She was at Lando's movie premiere, at the Aspire movie premiere, and she was the only light skin in the group.
I don't think she's racist at all. I just think that she's not educated. The people around her are not chopping her when she says these kind of things.
She know enough that she knows she shouldn't say the N-word.
It was the lynching for me because that's not a word that you hear all the time.
That's right. It's not something like, I just came around like,
she knew what she was saying.
Wait.
lynch is not a word that you.
No, it's not a word that you just hear all the time. Like
it's a word that you.
The N word you hear. The N word you hear all the time.
you hear all the time. But
like you shouldn't say it.
N-word can slip.
Yeah, the N-word can
the
slip.
lynch, you've got to actually
That was
go
good
into
to
know
your
the history,
vocabulary.
and that's what. Yeah,
And shame on every single black person who's hanging out with her.
yeah.
Because at the end of the day, you're letting her know that it's okay.
And it's like she can't know. She has to know because in school you taught white history or you taught black history. You taught history, either one of them, and they both describe lynching. So you know what it means.
And in February you get Black History Month. They talk about all that shit.
all of that.
All that
Like
shit.
you know what it means. That's not a normal word. And
Nah.
she used it in the right context. And she said she had people get lynched at Piedmont Park. You know, there's people
Yeah,
got
that
lynched.
just happened.
Like how do we know she ain't related to that? You know, yes.
Yeah.
People still getting lynched.
We not that far from
Piedmont?
that today.
In
We not
Piedmont,
that
it's
far.
That was all year, like 2 years ago.
No, that's
not
more
that
recent.
Something that happened recent.
Yeah,
Because I heard somebody talking about it. I didn't specifically see it on the news, but I want to say that it happened recently.
Yeah,
Jesus.
that's crazy.
Dog, it's open season.
She gotta go. Cancel her.
And it's like, how can you cancel? That's another thing. It's like, how do you cancel somebody? You can't really cancel somebody, can you?
Why not?
What about Doja Cat?
Well,
Did we
it's
cancel
cancel
Doja Cat
culture like
last year?
motherfucker right now though. Like everybody's getting canceled. Everybody's like canceled for a little bit, and it's like, all
Yeah,
right,
it's
we
a
can do
cancel,
something, that's
a
cool.
temporary cancel,
Yeah.
but you can't literally cancel something. None of us have the power to do that. The only thing we could do is have that person fall off their throne and not be able to pick themselves back up, and that's them.
Wouldn't it
Like
be
think of,
That's canceling, but that's to their demise because they're not strong enough to keep themselves. You know what I
I
mean?
mean, think of like R. Kelly. He's
Yeah.
kinda canceled. The people
he's
still
still in
rock.
jail.
I still got his music
no
in my
idea.
phone, and I play "Step in the Name of Love" every Tuesday night while I jack off.
Was he stepped into the nursery?
What?
Never
All
mind. We'll
right.
talk about that next week.
Never said anything.
Lord Jesus. Well, I do know of, I forget his name, I'm sorry, but the guy that produces Gstatus, Jai.
He's so young. He's like 23.
Yeah, he's so
Very nice guy.
he came to the house. He's so dope. We had an interview with him. He's really, really nice guy. And I want to say that it's not his intention to put all that dramatic drama and all that stuff out there. I want to say that he does try to showcase some good stuff, but I know he doesn't produce it by himself. He's not the sole
He's
producer.
KL Allen also helping my friend Clyde. Clyde also.
Davis?
Yeah, Clyde Davis. No, not Clyde Davis. What are you talking about? Shut up. No.
But shout out.
Brown skin with the light with the locks.
No, he doesn't have lots. He's
Oh.
tall though. He's a doctor. He went to get his doctorate. So Clyde is.
Come on,
And Akeem is apparently a producer too.
Well, he probably got money. He's been here a while.
Shout out to everybody producing a show. So positive things that I'll say about the show. The quality of the show is the best out of that collection of reality TV shows that are coming out from state to state. So it's really, really good. The production quality is really, really up there. So I will say that as a positive. But I will say that I am tired of seeing us fighting each other, tired of seeing us in these faux pas fashions and claiming to be so rich and doing all this
They're so
like
stylish.
it's
move,
just
man.
I don't know why we do that.
When you say us, you mean black people? Or
Well, the gay
People
black
on, the
gays.
people on this show.
Oh, okay.
I kind of appreciate those different kind of gays are like very much spread around. Like it's no kind of one gay. So I like those. Oh yeah, I'm better than you kind of gays, and I like those banjo cunt kind of gays. And
I thought you wanted to be on the show.
I didn't want to be on the show.
Keep doing that. You want to be on the
I did not want
show.
to be on G Status. I am not hype enough for that show. I'll beat everybody up, and I'm friends with the fighters. So.
Oh.
Y'all don't want me to.
I'll come over here and fight everybody.
I know.
Call me.
Dre said before, let's go get these bitches. But anyway,
I thought Dre Simber and Ford didn't like each other.
so on the show they did like go at it, but they came back. You know, they've been friends since college and everything. So we hung out with all of them last week.
If we stop being friends, we ain't friends.
Well, that's the thing about
I'm not picking
another.
another.
You know what? That's a whole nother topic.
That's a whole nother
That's
topic.
a whole nother topic, but that's truth. That's gospel.
I think forgiveness is good though.
Yeah,
I've forgiven
forgiveness.
I've forgiven a couple
I
people
can
this
forgive
year.
people, but we aren't friends. Like we fall out to like if we're on the show and I have to beat you up on the show, we don't recover from that.
Oh, yeah.
Well, my thing-
I'm the type of
Yeah.
Cindy and Nene. Like I
Oh
would
my
never
God.
want to have that type of
Yeah,
friendship. where-
physically putting your hand on someone, that's a lot.
Like when we get to a disagreement and we don't talk for a while, that's one thing.
Right.
If you get to that that.
If I right,
Yeah,
if
or
I
throwing my
fight
shit
you,
out and then like my giving my tea out on camera.
Yeah.
Like that's another thing. It'd be like, damn,
That's
we that cool.
That's malicious. Like
Yeah.
you always had the intention of doing that at some point. It's
Exactly.
been in your
Right.
mind
So,
the whole
you know,
time.
you've been waiting for a moment to embarrass
Exactly.
me,
That's it.
and now these hands about to embarrass you.
Ooh, wait. Might tell you a fighter like
I didn't take that from him.
and so overall, I'm not a like. I'm not about to be out here just fighting everybody, but I also know too, like I'm always prepared to fight. Like if me and Devin were to fall out one day, and he was just like, "Oh, let's fight."
I'm gonna win.
Oh.
Like we can square up. I'm gonna call people. We gonna jump you if we need to.
Damn, you can't fight me one on one.
I don't do ones. I also didn't ensure I'm going to win. I can't think of any fight where I've lost because like if I find a brick, I'm gonna knock you with this brick. I will pick up some glass.
You fight dirt. You shit.
I fight to win.
Yes.
I need to ensure because you never know too. Like they may have a gun, they may have. So I don't know what's going to happen. So I have to ensure I have to like incapacitate you to all means, or I can get away safely.
Yes.
He fights.
And then I'm still going to call the police. I'm still going to call the
You're
police.
gonna pull a Victor.
I need to ensure too. Like I want this to tarnish you as well. Like your face will heal.
You going for
But
that.
I want like, baby, you lost your job today. Your mother has abandoned you. So unfortunate. Your friends, they're all my friends now. Like I need to stop this entire process. So you have nothing left to take.
Yo, you're like Empire Evil.
Empire Evil.
All right.
Don't come against me because God will take you.
But I love Delicious.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, as a person, I would like to meet her in person. She seemed like a cool chick.
How did you get to
And you
loving
just-
her and you just
you
smashed
gave her
her?
a thing.
I don't like her. I don't like how the show's portraying her. But
Is it how the show's portraying her, or is it how
it is how the show's portraying her because she said that, and I'm gonna take her word for it. So that's what I'm
They
saying.
always say that, but she
But
said
it
these
was
things too.
filmed a year. I ain't saying she did say these things, and I'm hearing her. But the fact that she's actually going on this apology tour and she's consistently saying the same
That's what you're
thing.
supposed to do.
I know that's what I
PR.
said.
When you mess up, you gotta. This is what you.
I think she would be. I would like to meet her in person.
I told you I just watched Scandal. That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, I know,
Like,
like a yeah. I know. But she seems like a cool chick,
Moving on. Continue Gstatus. I would love to see some more positive things though. Just to put
Keep
that
the
out.
ratchet coming.
No. Lovecraft Country. I know none of you have watched it.
that's the show with Jeremy Smollett, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's actually a really.
You watched it?
I haven't seen all of it. I've seen lots of clips,
who's
and
in it?
I'm actually
Journey.
Jeremy Smollett, Jesse Smollett's sister.
Oh, okay. Got it.
She's a really great actress.
This is the first time that I've acknowledged her as an actress.
You would not.
Yes.
He was by you.
I don't remember
That was
that.
like 1990.
I don't remember that.
Like you were in your prime.
But the most recent thing, that she.
That's obsession.
Oh, oops. That's you're talking about the one with Sierra in it.
Vic, that would jump.
Sierra ain't no movies.
Right.
All you
Not
got.
that people
I'm
watch.
gonna do Devin face at the camera.
The most recent thing that I've seen before Lovecraft was the superhero thing with
Birds of Prey. I just watched that,
and y'all thought she was phenomenal in that.
You were drunk.
I didn't really, okay.
But I don't think her character wasn't really given like a. It was just like
Right, it was
let's
just
put a
like,
black
yeah,
girl in here.
right.
We chose you.
Right.
Don't break black
But
girls
Lovecraft
down.
Country, she is that first episode. It came out last Sunday. I implore all of y'all to watch.
Is that on HBO Max?
Yes, and I have HBO Max. If y'all need to come over and watch it,
Okay.
but it is off the chain.
Okay.
Delicious. You need to watch Lovecraft Country
Why the delicious thing to watch?
because it talks about.
She is not racist.
It talks about no. It talks about. I wouldn't mind doing an interview with her. I'll say
Delicious?
that. Yeah.
Yeah, delicious.
Bring her on Culture Club.
He just asked.
Bring her on not next week.
Whatever.
But in 2 weeks, and we can interview her.
Bring them on when I come back. I'll be back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're leaving.
Where you
for
going?
like a month or something.
No, I'm be going for like 2 weeks.
Where you going?
I'm going back home.
Is it like up north somewhere? Like I want to
It's
say like
up
Philly.
north, yes.
Like is it Philly?
It is really
Well,
good.
I remember you talking about you were saying you were.
Yeah, he was going for like 3 months. 4
Look,
months.
I was going for I would just be traveling, but I'd love to be like Florida. I'm in DC today, but we on here.
So I want to revert back. I want to revert back to another topic. Do we care about Kylie Jenner being in the WAP video?
I do.
do.
See her.
I don't
Like,
care about any gender, period.
I'm more like, I did not know there was Normani in that video. Like, Normani was overshadowed.
I thought Kylie looked great. Like,
She looked
I don't understand what her point was, other than just say like, oh, we just want a pretty woman.
There is no point to
I thought she looked amazing.
My whole thing was the night I saw her hanging out with Megan, that Megan get shot that night, and that shit in the video.
Kylie shot her.
I
Kylie was like, bang, bang, bang.
Tory Lanez shot that woman. We ain't gonna talk about that right now.
Yeah.
Did she get shot? Did we see the new footage?
She did get shot.
She posted it on her Instagram.
Girl,
We don't believe her.
I think that grazed her. I don't
Stop
think it
discrediting
went
black women.
She didn't get that. If she would have got shot, she wouldn't have been twerking the next day at the club. And then she had no band-aids on. And then when they clocked her teeth, then she stopped bandaging.
And that was Lisa.
It's so
Stop
fucked up.
discrediting
Like,
black women.
everybody like love a black woman until something happened to her, and it's like, oh, why that happened?
She gave my
She
I felt bad.
She okay.
Cause she like 12, you know what I'm saying? She young, so like she's still trying to find
I
herself.
saw her walk around that street, leaving bloody footprints step by step.
You were there?
Listen.
About their privilege. We'd be like, hey friend, I know that you're not a racist, murdering slave owner, but you still do benefit from a historical system of white supremacy that has put your people at the top and my people at the bottom. And then they respond like, no, bro, my nigga, I'm the furthest thing from privilege. Racism is basically over. I'm struggling just like you. And in all honesty, if you guys would just like focus on building up your families and stop, selling drugs, you'd be better off. Of course, this is a response completely rooted in privilege, and only someone that is totally unaffected by racism can say something as crazy as racism is basically over. Well, check this out. That's the same type of stuff that we as black men always say to black women every time they try to check us on our male privilege and sexist ways. We just act like they're the ones tripping, and we tell them they're really not being oppressed by men, and it's all in their heads. We can only say something as crazy as that because we are not the ones being affected by that type of oppression. And that's why straight black men are the white people of black people.
Exactly.
Wow.
Bro's thinking, no, bro, you tripping. Don't you know we out here getting shot by the police like dogs? Michael Brown, Freddie Gray, Eric Garner, Trayvon Martin. Women ain't gotta deal with that, bro. They ain't gotta deal with that like we do. Yeah, bro, that is messed up. Have you ever heard about Bertha Spruill, Miriam Carey, and Michelle Cassell? Yeah, me neither before I started making this video, but those are the names of unarmed black women who were also killed by the police but got no media attention. In fact, black women are actually murdered by the police at higher rates than black men are, but their stories are left untold because it's not as interesting to talk about women who die. This means that even in death, black men are acknowledged more than black women. We black men are not nervous walking past a group of black women, while on the other hand, they are petrified walking past a group of us because 1 in 5 black women will be brutally raped at some point in their lives. Black women are expected to be independent, but not too independent that they're not a little submissive to their king. Black women are expected to be smart and pretty, but not too pretty because then we'll think they're not that smart and that they only got to where they are because they're pretty. Hey, you know what happens when a black woman...
I'll let y'all watch the rest of this on your own, but this brother is preaching,
that to me?
and I just had to play that because you out here telling everybody that Megan Thee Stallion lied about her foot. And I'm like, cut that all the way out. That's why I had to play this video for you, friend.
Girl,
I had to play this video for you, friend.
I said the bullet didn't go through her foot. It might have grazed it. She just she did too much. Oh, I got shot. No.
We back.
We got many bathrooms to choose from.
Y'all so stupid. Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in to Culture Club. I hope that you weren't offended by anything that we said.
But if you
were, check it at the door because it's not that deep. We are just expressing our opinions, and you can definitely do that in the comments right below. We love y'all. Follow everybody on their social media handles, and if there are any topics that you would like us to discuss, definitely leave them below as well. Before we end, I would like everybody from the right to the left to give your last ending quote.
You are in control of your own destiny 150%. You make the decision every single day to get out of the bed and put 1 foot forward, and that takes you to the progression of where you want to be. Make the right choices for you and nobody else. Instagram, the Victor Alexander 2.0.
Whatever you want to do in life, the fear will never leave. Do that shit anyway, and do it with the fear, because the moment you face fear, that's when your life really starts. I am Ben Robinson III, and on Instagram, I am at Ben the Outspoken.
Happiness is where you are now. Or, let me get into it. I'm like, y'all not about to outdo me. Y'all about to outdo me. Listen, I'm about to go read, bitch. Anyways, happiness is where you are now or nowhere at all. It's not in a new relationship. It's not in a new job. It's not in a completed goal. It's not in a new car. Until you give up on the idea that happiness is somewhere else, it will never be where you are. I'm Wesley. Follow me on aconnectiontv.com.
Wow, it's a hard act to follow. And a hard act following me, right? I'm gonna go with anus thing is possible.
Lord.
Anus thing is possible.
Bless the Jesus.
Follow me on Instagram at master_Devin.
AKA anus thing is possible.
Hashtag anus thing is possible.
I fight girls, I fight kids. Try Jesus, don't try me, because I'm not the one. Hallelujah, holla bear. My name is Martel Star. You can follow me on all social media at Martel Star. God bless.
Yes, for that ending.